Get ready for the biggest moves in the market, because we are diving straight into the massive potential surrounding SpaceX. Elon Musk's aerospace and AI company is gearing up for what could be the largest IPO in history, with a target valuation of $1.75 trillion. We break down the bullish arguments for this giant and explore the serious headwinds facing this ambitious venture as we look at the future of space exploration and artificial intelligence.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we shift focus to the crucial regulatory landscape surrounding space. The Federal Communications Commission has just cleared a major hurdle for SpaceX to upgrade Starlink Mobile by allowing the use of EchoStar's spectrum. But hold on, this massive win comes with a serious condition that has already sparked major pushback from EchoStar, including a massive $2.4 billion escrow account requirement that could change everything for the company. Now let's look at the real-world application of the space race. We examine why the Starlink deal fell apart for Delta Airlines, revealing a surprising insight from early SpaceX investor Ron Barron about what truly drives passenger decisions in the age of high-speed internet in the sky. Find out why United Airlines is taking a commanding lead in deploying Starlink across its fleet. And finally, we bring it home with a look at the hardware itself. SpaceX has just completed a critical launch rehearsal for its Starship V3 rocket, marking a huge milestone for this nearly 150-meter-tall vehicle designed to reach the Moon and Mars. We detail the successful wet dress rehearsal and what the next critical steps are for this game-changing reusable transportation system. Don't miss out on all the action. Stay tuned right here. Wall Street is keenly awaiting the initial public offering of SpaceX, the aerospace and artificial intelligence company founded by Elon Musk, with projections suggesting it could be the largest IPO in history, targeting a valuation of $1.75 trillion. If achieved, this would represent a valuation 95 times its 2025 revenue of $18.5 billion. While proponents argue that expansion of the Starlink satellite constellation and further Falcon rocket launches could drive this growth, critics caution that market enthusiasm might wane as valuations catch up, citing the company's current unprofitability and intense competition. Consequently, some analysts suggest investors might be better served by focusing on other growth opportunities. The report highlights two under-the-radar growth stocks that recently went public and may already offer investment potential: Heartflow and Neptune Insurance. Heartflow, which focuses on AI-assisted cardiac imaging services for non-invasive heart diagnostics, debuted at $19 per share in August 2025 and is currently trading around $29. The company utilizes AI to generate personalized 3D models of a patient's heart and arteries from standard CT scans, allowing cardiologists to assess blockages without invasive catheter procedures. This disruptive technology has attracted significant institutional interest, evidenced by major insurance companies like United Health and Cigna expanding coverage for its plaque analysis services. Heartflow reported a 40% revenue increase in 2025, with its adjusted gross margin expanding to 77%, and anticipates continued growth in 2026. Neptune Insurance, a specialized provider of flood insurance policies, went public on October 1, 2025, at $20 per share and trades near $28. Neptune is disrupting the traditional flood insurance market, which has historically been constrained by the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP. Neptune employs machine learning, AI, and geospatial data through its proprietary Triton platform to automate underwriting and pricing, often completing the process without human underwriters. As climate change increases flood risks, Neptune is positioned to capture a growing customer base. In 2025, Neptune saw a 34% revenue rise and a 34% growth in written premiums. The company expects revenue to increase by 22% in 2026 as its adjusted EBITDA margin improves. While priced at 35 times 2025 adjusted EBITDA, Neptune is seen as a strong niche play within the resilient, evergreen insurance market. The Federal Communications Commission has cleared a significant regulatory hurdle for SpaceX to enhance Starlink mobile services by utilizing EchoStar's radio spectrum. The approval allows SpaceX to use 65 MHz of spectrum, aiming to deliver faster speeds, alongside the clearance of EchoStar's 50 MHz spectrum sale to AT&T. FCC Chair Brendan Carr hailed the decisions as big wins for consumers, predicting faster internet speeds and increased competition for Americans. The transaction involved EchoStar selling the spectrum to both SpaceX and AT&T for a substantial sum of $43 billion in cash and stock. However, the approval is contingent upon a condition that has immediately drawn pushback from EchoStar: the requirement to establish an escrow account totaling $2.4 billion. This escrow is intended to cover contractual obligations owed to third-party entities, including tower owners and fiber providers, stemming from EchoStar's abandonment of its bid to become a major cellular provider through Boost Mobile. An EchoStar spokesperson acknowledged the approval, but expressed concern over the involuntary escrow condition. The company stated they are analyzing the requirement and evaluating future steps. These demands stem from companies seeking payment for past contracts, such as leasing tower space and installing radio equipment. Critics, including the Wireless Infrastructure Association, allege that EchoStar has attempted to avoid billions in obligations owed to infrastructure companies while profiting. The Wireless Infrastructure Association has recently urged the FCC to mandate an escrow fund, estimating that EchoStar could owe between $7 billion and $10 billion due to contract defaults. In response, EchoStar warned the FCC that imposing an escrow condition could directly jeopardize the $43 billion transactions with SpaceX and AT&T. The FCC has indicated it is seeking a middle ground, asserting that the escrow condition is necessary to confirm that the proposed transactions serve the public interest. SpaceX and EchoStar are currently anticipating the finalization of the spectrum sale by November 30, 2027. Delta Airlines is facing significant challenges in its in-flight Wi-Fi offering, lagging behind competitors in the rapidly evolving skyborne connectivity market. While Delta's current Viasat product functions adequately, its transition to a new solution has been slow, with a replacement planned only for 2028 and initially deployed on only half the fleet. Delta opted for Amazon's Wi-Fi technology as a temporary replacement, a move complicated by the technology's current immaturity. In stark contrast, major competitors like United Airlines and Alaska Airlines are rapidly deploying Starlink Wi-Fi, which offers near-zero latency and superior performance compared to most home internet connections. This trend is accelerating globally, with a wide array of airlines, including IAG carriers, Lufthansa Group Airlines, and Emirates, adopting Starlink. American Airlines is also expected to choose between Starlink and Amazon solutions. An investigation into the breakdown of Delta's Starlink deal revealed a core conflict over access. According to commentary from early SpaceX and Tesla investor Ron Barron, the deal collapsed because Delta insisted that Starlink access would be siloed behind Delta's branded portal or offering. The insight suggests the issue was not about restricting access, as United Airlines already requires Mileage Plus credentials for its free Wi-Fi. The crux of the disagreement was that Delta was focused on offering its own branded service, Delta Sync, rather than embracing the proven, passenger-preferred technology that passengers value as a differentiator, Starlink. United Airlines is now positioned to complete its full fleet rollout with Starlink before Delta fully deploys its competing services. This situation raises questions about whether Delta's decision to slow down the rollout of high-quality in-flight Wi-Fi was a strategic misstep against market demands. SpaceX has successfully completed a critical launch rehearsal for its Starship V3 rocket, a significant step toward its planned liftoff on May 19. The vehicle, which comprises the Super Heavy version 3 V3 booster and the Starship upper stage, stands at nearly 150 meters tall, making it the tallest rocket ever assembled. This upgraded configuration is engineered to carry up to 150 metric tons of cargo into space in its fully reusable state, marking a redesign focused on boosting payload capacity, reliability, and reusability. The wet dress rehearsal, conducted at the newly constructed Pad 2 at Starbase, Texas, was the first time the upgraded Starship V3 configuration was fully fueled in an integrated stack. The test involved a complete flight countdown and the loading of over 5,000 metric tons of supercooled liquid methane and liquid oxygen into the stacked vehicle. This rigorous test successfully validated the performance of the fueling systems, ground support equipment, and onboard software under the extreme thermal and mechanical stresses of the mission. Prior to the rehearsal, SpaceX technicians proactively addressed an issue by replacing a faulty skate, a component responsible for allowing the arms to slide vertically up and down the tower, with a backup unit. This successful test follows a previous attempt on May 9, which was terminated due to unfavorable telemetry data. The Starship Super Heavy launch vehicle is designed to establish a fully and rapidly reusable transportation system capable of servicing crew and cargo missions to Earth orbit, the Moon, and Mars. The immediate next phase involves a static fire test of Booster 19's Raptor engines. SpaceX has tentatively set an initial target launch date of May 15, though this schedule remains subject to revision. Navigational warnings issued to mariners have been updated, indicating a target launch date of no earlier than May 19.